doing?
Like yourself right away. That was part of the process and internalizing it for you. But we hear about how well you played at USA this summer. You surprise yourself? Like, are you feeling more like yourself sooner than maybe you thought, or is it still a learning curve and figuring out your
Yeah, I was definitely happy with how I played. That was, like one of my big goals for the summer was to be healthy enough to go play for Team USA and be a part of that. Just to see where I was at, and I felt good about where I was. So um, that was great. But I definitely, it is a learning curve. There's still things that might pop up every once in a while. Just my body getting back acclimated to playing, to having, the surgery. Like, there's a lot of things that pop up. But like you said, I heard about it early on, before I got the surgery. So it put me in a good mental space for it, and I feel great.
people, was cut short last year obviously because of the injury and everything. So on a national level, people still haven't really saw the best of you yet. They don't know exactly, who Cade is on this level. So what did you go in the lab to do this offseason? What version of Cade do you want to display and show this season that people might not know as far as what's your game?
I mean, I just want to be a great leader. I want to, be the best teammate I could be. I want, the team to defend at a high level. And from the guard spot, that's huge to start it off. I work on my whole game. I feel like I have a lot of different, parts to my game that, help us play winning basketball. And, I just want to showcase those best I can.
How are you feeling and how close to 100% think you are?
Yeah, I feel great. And I feel 100%.
I think so much of the development of a young team comes down to, it starts with a relationship between the coach and the guy who's, the figurative leader of the team. That's kind of the role that has fallen to you. You guys haven't played a regular season game yet, but what's your relationship been like with Monty, and how do you feel it's the rapport you have?
I think it's great. I think we see a lot of things in basketball the same way. But the main thing, I like how he carries himself, outside of coaching, just the way that he goes about connecting people and, just talking to people. I think, it's amazing to watch. So, it's somebody that it's easy to, follow behind somebody like that. And I'm excited to be able to play for him and learn so much more from him throughout the season.
Period that you didn't play. Obviously, injuries and making sure that you knew the game. That time away from the game, you got a chance to see yourself, meet yourself, see yourself on film. What did you learn more about you, the individual player, that you're going to add into this season? Because sometimes rest can be even more important. Just
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I definitely learned a lot about myself and my own like mental makeup and everything. But I think mostly I learned a lot more about my teammates, not being always on the court with them. Just being kind of seeing them from like a coach's perspective, like just watching their games, watching their habits and things like that. I feel like I learned a lot more about my teammates that will help me for the season.
About Jaden Ivey last year that can help him take a next step this season.
Repeat the beginning of that question one more time.
Yeah, what did you learn about Jaden Ivey?
Jay Ivey. Yeah, I mean, more than anything, I learned about his work ethic, and just how bad he wants to be great. I think that in itself will help him take another step. But for the team, I mean, all the guys that work hard, anybody that's been around them, it's contagious for them. So, I think we have a lot of guys like that in our locker room, and everybody wants to see Jaden succeed, and he's gonna go after it every day. So, we're gonna help him do that.
Hey, you've been with your teammates all off season. Can you speak to the confidence level of being able to run your team?
Yeah, we're confident. We have a chip on our shoulder. I think everybody's, ready to get out there and prove something, not individually, but prove that, us as a team, as a collective, we're ready to compete and make noise in this league.
What you're able to do during the offseason, what would you say you prioritize the most?
Definitely shooting the ball. I mean, shooting. Yeah, shooting.
What did you see from Asar Thompson in the summer league and just even after obviously stuff into the stat sheet? Just what have you seen from him as a whole and what gives you?
Yeah, he plays winning basketball. He plays, super hard. He connects the floor very well. His playmaking ability is something that I feel like should be talked about more about him. Because he's a willing passer, but he's able to read the floor really well. And then obviously, I mean, the way that he gets after it on the defensive end is what's going to make him, a huge impact day one. But he has so many more things to his game that are ready to, help us win, but are going to continue to improve as he gets his experience in the NBA.
What was the adjustment been for you putting on muscle, and now that you've gone to Vegas and you've gotten that 5-on-5 setting, did it benefit you in the way that you hoped it has so far?
Yeah, for sure. It's in the league, like, you just feel better if you feel strong. You know what I mean? I feel strong. I've always felt like a strong player, but you still got to work on your strengths. I still want to continue to make sure my body's in the best spot it can be. Not just focusing on my leg all day. I still want to, focus on the rest of my body. So, yeah, it's definitely helped, and I always, try to pour into my body.
When it comes to defense, everybody, like Troy, probably everybody's talking about just making a leap on that end. What do you think was the biggest issue last season? Was it just youth execution, and then how do you go about improving that this season? Like, what gives you confidence that things will be better?
I think our togetherness, on and off the floor. I think, just having a connected group is important. Having a connected group where we could hold each other accountable, call up somebody if they're, not doing what they're supposed to be doing. I think when you have a group that's connected, it's a lot easier to have those tough conversations, in film rooms or whatever. And I think it relays onto the court. A lot. He's the one. Yeah, he's a great lob threat. You can put it anywhere. He'll go get it. He got, great hands. You can throw him bad pass, bad bounce pass. He'll still catch it. It makes my job a lot easier, for sure. Appreciate y'all.